Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm doing a psychic reading for Taylor Swift, the one and only Taylor Swift, who I know nothing about, and that's really the truth. I've just been asked by so many people to do this reading for her because they're fans really, and maybe they think about her a lot. So if you're a fan of Taylor Swift, or even if you're not, stick around, and there's no music, no distraction, we're going to get straight on with it. I want to look at Taylor's career and love life, romance, that sort of thing mainly. See how she's getting on. I know she's very famous. And so I'm going to use my favourite old tarot cards. They're very old, as you can see. I've done readings for royalty and movie stars and presidents and people from all over the world with these. So these are for Taylor Swift now. I'm going to shuffle these, which I've been doing before the camera came on. Let's take a look. So we'll take a look at the 10 card readings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. I'll do the negatives first, as I tend to do with everybody. Well, I can see some tears, so she's been upset recently, almost certainly in a romantic nature, and she's wishing she could go back. This girl's been upset romantically a few times by the looks of this. So she's had her heart broken a few times, but it's all looking better in the future. But she's certainly looking back at the past, wishing she could go back. This is signified by this card here. You can see the cloak of sadness, depression. It's not depression, but sadness. The cups tipped over. Of course, that's the 5 of cups. In an ordinary deck, that would be the 5 of hearts. And hearts are about love. So she's looking back, wishing she could go back, but she can't, but she will go forward soon. She's also got, these are the negatives by the way, the Chariot card from the Major Arcana. This card indicates, if you see the ponies or the pharaohs pulling in opposite directions, of course it means she's going 2 ways. She's trying to be in 2 places at once, or in her case, 10 places at once, so she can't do that either. But these are the negatives. It's not a negative reading by any means. And let's take a look a bit further. There is evidence of a bit of jealousy around her. The Moon card, it's normally a female. It can mean jealousy, somebody around her is scheming behind her back that's not very good. So if you're friends with Taylor, tell her that from me. But the rest of it indicates really there could be a loss for her. This could be losing money. It can mean having something stolen or cheated from you by probably people above her in the industry or from someone else. But I hope you can see that. She has to be careful of losing things or losing a person. You know, she could lose a lover, not literally lose, but they could split up. But at the moment, there is not a lot of love life in the moment, at this moment, but there's going to be soon. This is a card that shows me the 2 of Swords. That's being used as a protection. You can see the barrier around the girl there. The blindfold indicates that she's ignoring something that she should deal with, and that will be love life. But the barrier is up because she's fed up with people letting her down, not just in love, but in life as well. She's really fed up with it, and that's got to change, and it will soon. As I said, I will come to the good stuff in a minute, but these are just the things that she needs to be careful of, not to turn a blind eye to everything because they'll just get on her nerves. She needs to sort things out, really. But she's putting things off at the moment, and soon that will change. I'm looking really here 10 or 12, maybe 14 weeks ahead. Now, she has the Death card. Doesn't mean death, of course. The Death card is the end of an era. Could be the end of a hobby, the end of a romance, the end of a contract, the end of maybe the end of a tour. But she's coming to an end of something, which is brilliant because it means a brand new beginning. So very exciting times. So that card is far from negative as some people think it is. So she's heading for new beginnings, new projects. And I'll tell you something at the end that I picked up that is very important. Will she make a new album? Will she find new love? I'll tell you at the end. Let's find out what we've got here. Well, it turns out that this this card here is the 7 of Cups. Again, cups, as I said, mean hearts. They're the hearts in an ordinary deck of cards. This card shows a magician conjuring up stuff from all over the place. You can see all the bits and bobs. This is what she's capable of. This lady is very, very capable of anything, and she can do. If she lost all her fame and fortune, and she started a new job on Monday, she would be good at it. If it was office work or whatever, internet work, she would be good at whatever she does. She can do anything. That's probably why she's been so successful in the past. This girl is talented. But this card also means something else. It means that Taylor Swift is quite psychic. I don't know much about it. Maybe you already know that. Let me know in the comments below. But she's very psychic, very spiritual, and I know she's Sagittarius, and she has the gift of psychic ability, and she's very much guided by spirit. So she's got one or two people in spirit that are with her a lot of the time, particularly one lady, could be an auntie or someone from the past, that is in spirit that goes with her around a lot, all the time, most of the time in fact. So that's good. Now you may have spotted this card here, another cup card, another heart card, and you can see that the cup is overflowing. This means that in the future, soon, she will be overflowing with love. And this can be a new lover, or it can be the intensity or intensification of a love that she's already got. So new love is coming soon, and she will be overflowing, and that will bring great happiness, lots of happiness to her, and look, things are looking good. So for the next 10 or 12, 14 weeks, there's lots going on, but some things that need sorting out. And her career, I'll take a look at that now in a separate look. We'll take a look at her career, then we'll look separately at her love life. We'll use the remainder of my favourite deck of cards, and we'll see how the career looks generally speaking. And we'll take a look at the next 3 months. 10 or 12, 14 weeks. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Do you think she'll find a new lover? Do you think she'll find more success? Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to see what your feelings are. No naughty comments, because I'll delete them. You do get the occasional one. Right, let's have a look now then. Career. Right, this is interesting. She's going to be made an offer. You can see that there, look. Within the next 10, 12, 14 weeks, she will be made an offer. Now, this could be romance, but we're looking at career, so I think it's a career offer. But it may be both, because cups do mean love, as I said, and matters of the heart. Now, she's not seeing this. You see the chap's looking away. So there's something standing right before her eyes that she's not seeing. She's not seeing things clearly when it comes to contracts, offers. In fact, she may be deliberately avoiding them because she's fed up with people messing her around. But an offer will come soon. If she may have already had it actually, and that will be helping her career if she decides to take it. She may ignore it at first, and eventually she'll take it. Let me know if you know what that is, because you may know more about it than me, especially if you live in the USA. But then there are confusions here, because this card here, this can be a problem with somebody interfering. It can be love life again, but we're looking at career now. So somebody is interfering with this girl's career, or trying to, from the background. So there could be a manager, a producer, and somebody else, all these people in the recording industry, but somebody, a third party, is causing trouble. Let me know what you think of that. And she'll deal with it. The people that look after her will deal with it. But if she's not aware of it, she won't be able to straight away. But somebody's causing trouble. There's a third party stirring up trouble for Taylor Swift, and they need stopping. Now this one shows me an older man, the Emperor, a wise, older man, been around a long time, a father figure, maybe a granddad figure. Doesn't mean they're father or granddad, but they're that kind of figure. An older man will be looking after her as an advisor, okay? Somebody she may ring up now and again. She may have known him for years. She gets on the phone when she's all alone in a hotel room maybe, and she calls this man up, and he talks to her, and if she gets upset, he calms her down and comforts her and looks after her. You may know again who this man is. It's an older bloke, a very wise man, been around many years, he's been around and seen it all and he's done it all, so he's probably linked to the music industry. So it could be a father figure, a granddad figure, or just an old uncle, someone she knows. This man is very relevant in her life, and he's part of the reason, in more ways than one, he's part of the reason for her success. But so her career, I'm just going to have a look at one more actually. Yeah, I had a feeling about this. There may be reason for her to seek out medical or helpful advice from this person. This is a person in a caring profession. This could be a religious person, a priest or something. It could be a healer, it could be a doctor, a surgeon, but somebody who cares about other people. Again, not a young person, probably near retirement, but he's going to look after her as someone who cares, is a caring person. But that's what he does for a living, so he's a professional caring person. It could be a doctor, as I mentioned. There's no sense here that she's got a problem with her health. It could be a checkup, but she's getting advice from, again, from an older man who is in a caring profession. Do you know who that is? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your feelings. Do you think she's on the right track? I'd like to get your opinions. Don't forget to give it a like if you like this reading. And remember, it is a psychic reading. I can't control what comes out. If it's good, I'll tell you. If it's bad, I've got to tell you as well. If there's not much going on, I'll tell you that. But there is quite a bit going on. So let's take a look at Taylor Swift's love life. Now then, will she get engaged, do you think? Will she get married? As I mentioned, she's been hurt in the past more than once. So let's take a look. If you'd like a psychic reading with me, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. I'm the UK's leading psychic by a long way, and the most modest as well. So if you want a psychic reading with me, go to davidcharlespsychic.com. And if I'm not available, you can read with my team. I've got over 100 psychics that work for me, and they're the best. If they're not the best, they get the sack. So here we go. Love life, Taylor Swift, please. Have a look. So we'll do a Celtic spread for this. No, let's take it that way. Right. There's a man around this lady who travels a lot. Well, these days everybody travels a lot, but it's not an ordinary bloke because he's linked to her career. Do you know who this man is? There he is. Travels, busybody, busy, always working, never sits down, never sits still. A good man, but it's not someone you would trust as a boyfriend. This man is a womanizer. The Knight of Wands, which of course would be the Knight of Clubs in an ordinary deck of cards. The Knight of Wands heads in her direction. If I was talking to Taylor Swift, and she may be watching this, I'd say don't fall in love with this bloke. He's a good bloke, but he's not love material, he's not relationship material at all. So stick around as be just friends. This card is the Ace of Pentacles, which of course is the Ace of Diamonds in an ordinary deck of cards. This card means a new beginning. All aces mean new beginnings, and this one means a new beginning linked to finance, but a diamond can, of course, indicate a diamond ring. An Ace of Diamonds, very intriguing card. She could be getting engaged, or she may just be embarking on a new romance. As I said earlier, it could be the same romance that she's had for a while, but it's being reborn, made like new again, all over again. This card is about richness coming her way, not money-wise, although it can mean that as well, but we're looking at love life now, so emotional richness is coming. I'm predicting that Taylor will be happy. And as we lead through the summertime towards Christmas, her happiness will be better than it's been for a while. She may look happy, but she does have some sad times. But that's going to change. Happiness is coming for her, as long as she doesn't steer off and take a different course. I don't think she will. But look at this. At the moment, see the girl there? Surrounded by swords, and now they of course are the spades in an ordinary deck. She's again wearing the blindfold, which means she's ignoring something. Taylor feels trapped. She's stuck in a rut, stuck in mud. See, that girl's trapped, but she isn't trapped. The bindings that hold the girl are loose. She can shake them off. If Taylor Swift feels a bit trapped, and in that career, a lot of them do, of course, she may feel stuck, trapped, imprisoned almost. She needs to take the blindfold off, stop ignoring things, and move on. But this can also mean that she's ignoring problems in her love life that I think she's had recently. She may be not dealing with them, but so that's a separate issue to what we mentioned just now, that her love life will take off and it will improve, but she needs to sort out things first. And then the most fascinating card here, the Empress. You may have spotted it under that one. That lady there, that's the Empress from the Major Arcana. If you notice that, she looks pregnant. She looks like she could be having a baby. Now this is a reading for Taylor Swift's love life. This can mean that she's pregnant already, of course. It can also mean pregnancy during the next 12 to 14 weeks. Or she may be pregnant and not even know it. Or it could be someone very close to her, but this is her reading, so there's a chance that Taylor Swift will become pregnant soon if she's not already. Now that card also means fertility. See, everything around that girl is growing, like flowers, everything. That means she's highly fertile in other ways, not just romance. Fertility in that sense means that everything she touches now will grow. So if it's a new career, way of direction, it will grow. A new album, it would grow. And any new projects will grow fast, very quickly. Now that's okay, but she does need to cut down on the stress. She does have a lot of stress, and she does tend to worry, although she hides it very, very well. This girl's capable of she can have an upset and learn from it and learn from it and make it turn to her advantage. That's how clever she is. This is not just a one-hit wonder. This is a very, very talented lady in so many respects. And so she deserves all the success she's got. And the reason I say that is because I don't think I've ever heard a full record of hers, but the reason I say she deserves success is because she's given pleasure to millions and millions of people, and she will continue to do that for a long time. Even if she does have a baby, won't change anything. She'll carry on. Now, I said I've got some secrets for you for the end of the year. But we'll come to them in a minute. I just want to look at the next 3 months, one at a time. Well, 4 months, one at a time. This is everything: career, love life, personal life, everything. So I'm going to look at June, where we are now. No, we'll look at July, actually. We'll leave June now. July, August, September and October, okay? Let's take a look at those months, see how they look at the moment. Don't forget, give it a like if you like it. Please follow me, subscribe. And if you want a reading with me, it's davidcharlespsychic.com. For my team, which are the best there is, and I have over 100 psychics that work in my team, and they are very good. So, July, August, September, October. Right. You may know about some of this already because I'm not an expert. That world card can mean a tour, obviously. July. It's come up again, the second time. This girl's been hurt in a career, not in a love life. Well, we've dealt with that. But she's been hurt in her career as well. She's been let down in the past. And you see the bandage around the head there? That means she's still got the bruises to prove it as well, metaphorically speaking. So she needs to be careful who she trusts around her career. And you don't need to be psychic to know that because it happens a lot in showbiz, but that's what I'm getting now. She's got to be careful who she trusts with her career. Because she's been let down before, apparently. You may know about that as well. And then it gets very interesting because in August, a man who travels again a lot, may be a water sign, but if he's not a water sign, he may come from the coast, or he may be watery, which means romantic, loving, kind, caring. He's holding up the cup. See it? Holding up the cup, which is a heart, of course. That means in August, this man will make her an offer, a romantic offer. It could be marriage. She might be getting married or engaged. Now, we picked up diamonds as well. I think Taylor Swift will get engaged. And I think she'll get engaged soon. Probably in August or thereabouts. Let me know what you think about that. And the man travels extensively, but he's a good bloke. kind. It's the sort of bloke that likes to fall in love. So let me know, you may know who he is. And then September, she's dealing with a man who's linked to finance. Could be an accountant, a bank manager. She's sorting out, with the help of this man, her financial affairs. That could be to do with contracts, copyrights and that sort of thing. And I know she's dealt with copyright stuff recently. I have heard that on the news. But this man will help her. Now, this is someone she can trust. He's wealthy himself. He doesn't need money. And he's an expert in dealing with riches and that kind of thing. And I think he's also a friend. Then we go July, August, September, October, as I mentioned. This card, the world card, means the world is your oyster. You can have anything you want. This girl can have anything she wants. And love is coming as well. But this card, the world, of course, can mean travel. And I think she may be embarking on a tour. If she's not on a tour in that month, then I think she'll plan it, okay? October, she'll either start a tour or she'll be starting to plan one. Now, my secrets I was going to tell you at the end is I think that Taylor will get engaged this year before Christmas. By Christmas, I think she'll be engaged. She could even get married. It could be a surprise wedding on the cards. There is, of course, it's given away now, but there's a pregnancy as well. But I knew that before I did the reading. There's a pregnancy close to Taylor Swift. It could be a friend, a relative, but it could be her. So that would be very interesting. Again, you may know more than me. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the reading. And I'll try and do Taylor Swift again in a month or two to see how we're going. So stay tuned, follow me, subscribe if you will. Make some comments, no naughty ones. As I said before, if you want a psychic reading with me, davidcharlespsychic.com or my team. And I'll talk to you anywhere in the world from here in beautiful Devon in the UK. If you haven't been to Devon in England, put it on your list of things to do because you'll love it here. Let me know what you think. Please make some comments. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you'll subscribe and watch again because I'll be doing, tomorrow or very soon, I'll be doing a reading for Elon Musk. See how Elon's getting on. Possibly Prince Harry and Meghan Markle too, and one or two others. So stick with me. I may also do a reading for JD Vance. I don't know much about him, but people keep asking me for this, so I'll do it if I get a chance. Let me know what you think. If you're a fan of Taylor Swift, let me know. If you see her, tell her to watch my video. She may watch it anyway. And pass on my good wishes to her if you're a friend or a fan of hers. Take it easy. Remember my motto. Think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And I love every single one of you. Take it easy. See you soon. Catch you later. Bye-bye.